Hey YouTube, I am going to run you through a quick weekend bag, or what's in my bag. I'm taking a quick weekend trip to see some family, so this is going to be extremely minimal packing. I'm going to turn the camera around here. I've got everything laid out, so I will turn the camera around and show you what's going in my bag. This is a first. Normally, even when I take a short trip, I'll take my little pull behind roller bag that's in my prior packing video. So this weekend, I'm going to try it's 4 days with travel time. I'm going to try just this bag. I'm not taking a purse. Everything I'm taking will be inside this bag, which fits under the seat in front of you. So I'm going to get the camera turned around. I'll show you what I'm putting in it, and we'll see what's what. All right, so this is everything laid out on the bed, and this is really all I'm going to take. This is a very short weekend, so I'm just going to kind of walk through what I've got here. I have my little RFID wallet. I'm not taking a purse. I'm literally just going to take that. Again, this is just family, so I'm hanging out. We're not going, it's not a bunch of fancy stuff. Passport, because I'm renting a car, and Avis said I need a second form of ID. I always take a notebook and a pen, a little piece of paper with some notes on it. I take snacks, and I will have more than that in the bag. This has my cross stitch in it, all tucked in with all the things I need, and my glasses. Then I've always got Kleenex and wipes. I've got my little earplugs from my last Delta flight, Airborne, which I will start taking today, and I'll take it right through the trip. Then these are all I take for toiletries. I take a very small travel conditioner, toothpaste, travel toothbrush, a little thing of a face supplement. This is a tiny perfume, lipstick. Makeup is super minimal. I don't take mascara because I don't want to be trying to drag along makeup remover. It's just easier. So I will just take blush, eyeliner, an eye palette, a lipstick, earplugs, nail file, Tylenol PM, hairpins, pick, rubber bands tied around it, and then all of my toiletries will actually fit in this little bag, and then these will go in the Ziploc. Then I've got a long sleeve tee for at nights and the leggings because it gets colder, a little bit chillier at night, and the rest of the days will be warm. I have a Friday and Saturday, so I have a dress for one of the days and a pair of shorts and a top. And I'm taking an extra shirt because I'm being fancy. So I have two shirt options depending on the temp, one extra pair of shoes, and I'll be wearing a black pair, and then a little pair of silk pajamas. And then we're gonna see, so I'm gonna turn the camera back around and we'll see if this all fits in that bag, and you can just hang out with me while I pack, and we'll see what kind of room we have left. I should point out here that I also did not pack my Kindle. I took the Kindle app on my phone in order to save space and weight in my bag. I threw in a chapstick because I always have that with me. I also did add my little flat iron because my bangs are wonky, and of course phone chargers, and I packed my little inflatable travel pillow and a small pack of Band-Aids. Okay, so we've got the bag, and you're gonna see, this is a dry run. We're gonna see how much of this goes in this bag and how it's all gonna go. So shoes are gonna go in first because they're heavy. So I just put them with, soles together. They go in the bottom. Next thing that'll go in the bottom will be pajamas because I'm not gonna need those right when I get there. The leggings and I don't fold in this sort of bag. I don't take anything that's going to be wrinkly. This is a trip I'm going to see very extended family. I have family coming from kind of all over the points of the globe, and we're all converging on one location, and we haven't seen each other since 2017. So I'm going to get to see my mom, my aunts, my cousins, and some of my mom's cousins. So this is the little dress. This is just for hanging out. And like I said, since it's family, I'm not going on holiday. If this was a weekend, like a vacation, this would definitely be the roller bag and like more things than this. But because I'm just hanging out, I'll be at a B&B right down the road from them. I'm just going super easy on what I'm taking because, again, I'm just hanging out with family. So, and this does, so that kind of negates, like, I need, stuff to eat. We're not going out to dinner. We're not going shopping. We're not doing any sightseeing. So this will be really easy. And this is all fitting in here very nicely. I was super excited. I found this bag randomly. I have 2 of these bags. I don't know did you ever find things you don't know where they came from? I don't know where this came from, but it works. It holds my cross stitch and my threads, and it fits right there because I like to cross stitch with my mom, and I need glasses because hello, old. So the Airborne, I will start taking that probably tonight, and then everything else goes in I have little inside pockets. This bag is great because it has some inside pockets. It's got some zipper pockets. You can kind of organize and see where everything's going to go. Earplugs I will keep probably in the outside pocket just so they're handy on the plane. This bag fits under the seat, which is great. So I don't have to actually worry about getting up. I always get a window seat, so I don't have to worry about getting up and getting past someone to try and get to my stuff up in the top. I can just get under my seat and get everything I need. So I love this, and I'm not taking a purse. This is my little RFID wallet that we got. I'll hold it close. If you can see it, it's the coolest little thing, and it holds all your cards and your ID, and you've got a little place for cash. And then I found this little leather attachment, so I clip it in whatever I'm traveling with, and I use it in my purse, everyday use, but I'll clip it in, and then you can't really lose it. So that, and I'll put a link to this. It's from Amazon, so I will put a link in the description, and I'm going to get all of my goodies in here without, I'll be back in a second because they make so much noise with the microphone I'm using. I don't want to damage your ears, so I will be right back. So I got everything is in this bag. So I got my makeup, deodorant, toothbrush, nail file. All the little things are in here that are not any of the liquids that may need to come out at TSA. So those go in, and then the things that are possibly liquid are in the Ziploc, and that's got my face cream, hair conditioner, toothpaste, and perfume. And I wouldn't bring conditioner except that my hair is long and most B&Bs don't have enough conditioner for me to ever use. So I have seen some of the airports I've been recently, they're like, we don't care, you don't have to take it out. But I do this anyway, and I'll probably just put it in the outside pocket until I get through security, and then I can put it away more if I need to. But this whole thing fits under the seat, which is great. And since I'm going to Vermont, and it's going to be a little bit chilly, and I always take a cardigan. Oh, and that's my travel blanket, warm outer layer. And it's summer. I mean, it's July, so I thought I might just do a blazer instead. This is a little bit lighter, but it's kind of it's got a nice sort of feel to it. It's sort of heavy. Sorry, the hair's all in the way. So I thought I might just do a blazer, and then for on the plane, and then for while I'm traveling. So this is what I'm only taking. And again, if this was a longer trip, I would definitely take my roller bag, because this is, I haven't done this yet. So it's a little heavy, but I'm going to try it. And just because I like that it's just one bag, I don't have a bag and a purse. So I'm going to do this and put it under the seat. And then I'm also going to probably do a little video maybe about the Avis car I'm renting and the process. And also, since I'm doing Delta, I'm going to do flight reviews on first class and possibly Comfort Plus, depending on if my upgrades come through. I'm doing first class for sure, but I have one leg in Comfort Plus. And then I will be running through the brand new Delta Sky Club in Minneapolis. So I'm going to check that out for you guys. And I think that's about all I'm going to do. And then I may do a little video of some of Vermont where I'm going, because it's beautiful. But once I get there, I have really no cell service. So I'm just going to be seeing the family and enjoying the weekend. So that should do it. All right, so I'm packed, and this is how I'm going to do it. We'll see how it goes. Bye.